Let's start off and take a quick look back. Just wanted to mention a few things about old Prince Andrew, and I'll tell you, things are not getting any better for poor Randy Andy, are they? I'd say ever since he did that BBC interview, I guess that was about a week and a couple of days ago. I mean, he's just been in trouble.
PR move.
Woo. Well, because he did a terrible job in the interview. Remember, he had that kind of lame-o explanation that he wasn't capable of sweating because of he once got shot at in the Falklands War, and it scared him so bad that he couldn't sweat anymore.
Exactly.
And then, of course, there were all those photos popping up of him sweating.
I wonder how much talk there'll be at the Thanksgiving table at the palace this year.
Oh, I bet you, yes. He even invited? I'm not sure. Not sure.
You know, the other thing that is ridiculous, if you think about it, if you really haven't done anything wrong and you're Prince Andrew or whomever, it's very easy to talk to a reporter or whomever and say, look, this was an influential guy. He was charismatic, and he kind of sucked us in, and I'm not the only one who got sucked in. Look at all these other people.
Look at all these young ladies who got sucked in, right? I mean, come on. He sucked everybody in. I was a victim, too. You know, it's funny because he's been retired. Actually, he's been booted out of Buckingham Palace. You know, all of the major royals, not all the royals, but all the major royals have private offices there in Buckingham Palace and staffs and everything else. Well, his offices have been closed. His flag has been taken down from the standard. He's been put out on his rear end for a royal. I mean, I'm sure he's still doing fine. He's still driving a Bentley, you know, that kind of. But in royal status terms, he has really been thrown out. And then I heard they've actually canceled his big birthday party, which was set for his birthday is February 19th. So just a couple of months in the future, he was having a big 60th birthday bash. And the Queen has put the kibbutz on that. She's canceled that. And I heard Prince Charles is involved also. His older brother, Prince Charles, who's
involved
in line
in the
to be
canceling?
Yeah, is in line to be king. And he's like, you know, you got to go. You got to go, buddy. Another interesting fact, and then we'll move on just because I think this is fascinating stuff. And you got to go out and watch his BBC interview because, you know, he says things like he doesn't hug women. He never hugs people in public. And, of course, there are all these photos of him with his arms around women at parties, and these are some of the same photos where he appears to be sweating, although not profusely, but he definitely appears to be sweating. You know, and then he's got a photo of him kind of like loosening his collar as he walks with a lady who's, you know, not fully clothed at one of these, you know, hoity-toity parties. It kind of looks like Eyes Wide Shut stuff, frankly. If you want to go look at that photo. But one fact that I thought was interesting is it's just now come out that apparently Ghislaine Maxwell went to Buckingham Palace in June of this year. In fact, June 6th, so slightly before
Not that long ago.
Epstein started getting back into trouble. Because remember, it all happened very fast this year when the story came back out that Epstein was back under investigation. So now what in the world do you think Ghislaine Maxwell, who hasn't been seen in public hardly at all in the last couple of years, except for that one time at the In-N-Out Burger with the altered photograph in August of this year, supposedly, what was she doing going to Buckingham Palace to meet with Prince Andrew, I wonder?
Interesting.
Think they might be getting their story straight?
Well, one thing I did read about Ghislaine, is that how you say her name?
Yeah,
okay.
we've had a million different pronunciations. That's the correct one.
I'm going with your pronunciation. And so they said it was a security guard, I believe, at Epstein's home in Nevada. And he was saying that there were video cameras in all of those rooms and that Ghislaine had access to all those videos, presumably. And that's why she's MIA. That's why nobody's going to bring her in because nobody wants to, because she's got too much dirt on everybody.
Nobody wants to find out.
That was this one particular security guard's take.
That's right. They don't want to find out exactly what videos that she's got. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard. And if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.